Haha. What have we got here?
Elvin Jones.
Oh, wow, it's Elvin.
The great Elvin Jones.
Oh, man. Elvin Jones?
Elvin Jones.
My personal favorite drummer of all time.
Let's talk about Elvin Jones. Where do you even start with Elvin Jones? The two records that immediately come to mind for me that changed my life, Coltrane Live at Birdland and Speak No Evil, Wayne Shorter. That record, I have probably listened to that record 2,000 times, and every time I listen to it, I get shivers the second Elvin comes in.
Ah, the great Elvin. Fantastic. Love that. I was lucky to meet Elvin when I was 14. My dad took me to see him, and I managed to catch him backstage, and it was a fantastic, fantastic thing.
You know, the first thing that comes to mind with Elvin is the ride cymbal. Ride cymbal, the passion, the depth in the playing. As soon as you hear him play one note, you know who it is. He had his own identity, whether it was with Train, playing with Wayne Shorter, Larry Young, or his own band, The Jazz Machine. Just all around great drummer. And for me, just a great musician more than anything. You know, drums aside, music is first for me. And so Elvin Jones had that skill. And I think that's something that is important to pass down. So I encourage all young drummers to check out Elvin Jones.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. One of my all-time favorite drummers. I was so lucky as a very young man to see Elvin play many times at Ronnie Scott's, and to learn and to be educated in his amazing drumming. And I actually got to meet Elvin at an airport in Holland, and he spent time with me talking about his musical philosophy. He was a true giant, and it's great to see him honored like this.
Well, that's a great, it's a great image, and I really miss El. I remember meeting Elvin. Let me see, when the first time I met Elvin. Okay, the second time I met Elvin, I can't remember the first time, but the second time I met Elvin, it was at Zildjian in Boston. I was in there picking out some cymbals. He was in there testing some cymbals, the K Constantinople's. He was dealing with that, and he asked me to come over and hit his cymbal because he wanted to hear it across the room. And I swear, it seemed like every time, well, every cymbal that he hit, it sounded like Elvin Jones. But when I played it, it sounded like, it just didn't sound right. And then what I learned was, you know, you draw the sound out of your hands. And Elvin is the master at that.
Yeah, Elvin was such a G, man. When I was playing with McCoy Tyner, I remember that we opened for the Jazz Machine, and what a pleasure. I didn't realize how epic Elvin was until I was, you know, on the same stage with him. What a beautiful soul. What a beautiful cat. And his handshake is hilariously strong. I was like, yo.
One of the best that ever picked up sticks, one of the best human beings that ever expressed himself through music. The few times I got to see Elvin, I was left with the impression of, you know, you play every time like it's your last. And when you do that, there's a different type of intensity that you play with, and a different, deeper place that you play from. And in my dream board of what I want my sound to be, Elvin is number one on that list. Nothing like him.
Got my turntable, got my Elvin record, but don't have my Elvin t-shirt. Get your very own Elvin t-shirt. Thanks to the folks at Zildjian.